Hey guys, we're up at Lawn Lake in Rocky Mountain National Park today on this beautiful Sunday. Took us about a little over 6 miles to get here, and it is absolutely perfect weather, no wind. We've been up here before where it's been like a crazy windstorm most of the time, actually, when you get to these alpine lakes. So to have it be still, and we just enjoyed our lunch sitting at this like beachy area is amazing. I'm 3 months out from my race, so today is a training day. And we're using today as like 50% hike, 50% run. We're going to try to run most of the way down. And we have a very important mission. A park volunteer asked us to count all of the down trees because they had a big windstorm. So our job is to then email him later and let him know how many down trees we see so that they can come and clean up this trail. So are you ready for the mission?
Let's do it. Marmot, see you later.
Bye, Marmot.
Whoa! Does this go straight to the oh.
You were filming that. I am wet. As I go over the slope. All right. I think this might be the last bit of did you just get your feet wet?
So wet.
Speaking of water, it's very easy to forget to drink water when you're at high altitude. And I don't think I drank enough today. I feel fine, but it's usually later on today when I won't feel good. So I need to make sure to just take like little sips and finish this towards the end of the run. Otherwise, I'm gonna have that like, I don't know, it's like a low level nausea.
Energy.
It's mostly low energy, slight headache. I've started to pick up on the signs and symptoms of when I haven't drank enough water. And it usually doesn't hit me until we get home much later in the night. I'll feel worse later than I do in the middle of the run or the hike. So drink your water, kids. We're in my race.
So how was your training yesterday?
My training was eventful yesterday. For the first time ever, I had to have a bathroom emergency in the woods, and there was no bathroom, which I'm actually kind of relieved that it happened because I've been worried, like, what would I do in that situation? And this was the worst that it could be because I wasn't prepared. I had no wipes, no tissues. I'd washed my bag and forgot to put all that stuff back in it. So I had to use water and some leaves, and we made it work. Other than that, it was an 18-mile day, 2,000 feet of gain, a lot of running, not that much hiking. I feel like yesterday was just a very big milestone training day because of what happened. And I had to problem solve, which is pretty much all of ultra running. Is at a certain point, it's not even necessarily about your fitness. It's about how do you problem solve issues that happen, like bathroom emergencies, blisters, your nutrition isn't what you crave anymore. So like the whole purpose of my training over the next few months, a lot of that is to practice. I've built up fitness for years now, so I don't think it's that much anymore about me getting stronger as an athlete. It's more practicing what would you do in this situation, or how do you fuel in this circumstance, and can you eat this versus that?
Working the overnight?
Yeah, I'll eventually have to run in the dark with a headlamp or a waist lamp on, which I have only ever done a headlamp for a very short period. I think I'm going to adjust my training plan a little bit this week. I found that sticking to the exact plan that my coach has set out is stressing me out, and I haven't been switching days around based on how I feel. It's funny because as a coach myself, I tell my clients they have full freedom to do that. Like if you don't want to do Monday on a Monday and you want to do that on a Wednesday, It's a little different with my training because of like how specific it is to the race. But I just think if I give myself a little more freedom and flexibility in that mindset, I'll have a little bit more fun.
Yeah, and I think enjoying it more is gonna be.
Because some days I feel really good, but maybe that's like a more chill rest day. But I think it would be better if I did like a harder workout if I'm feeling great, you know?
Yeah.
Versus I've been doing these hard workouts on days where I feel really crappy. So this week I'm gonna be a little more intuitive about my training and just go based on how I feel and just see what that outcome is. I don't think a week of at least trying that it's gonna hurt anything. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's smart. But you have to enjoy the training because at the end of the day, that's the point of this. You did it because you like having big days out in the mountains.
Yeah, so I actually think that would be...
And the challenge of it. But if you're not having fun, you're not gonna have fun.
Yeah, exactly. But I think I would do more. Like when there's more freedom, it makes me actually enjoy like, oh, I can do 5 more miles and get more time on my feet, which is actually, I think, perfect training. But when I'm kind of like in a box and I'm like, I'm only allowed to do this, then it puts a lot of stress on me. And it's just, I don't know. You've always told me that anytime someone tells me what to do, I like instantly
What's
rebel.
your number one value?
Freedom. That's my number one value.
All right.
I'm gonna do it like the count in Sesame Street.
What do we find?
1 tree.
Wait, what happened?
My battery's dying on my watch. It's gonna probably power off soon and
Oh, no.
have any of these miles.
Your data, it's gonna be off. Good news, I have mine.
Well, and like when I die, am I gonna need my Garmin data? Like, is that gonna go with me? So silly.
I will.
You will, Sophie. Buried.
With my HRV, my recovery time, my sleep scores.
You will. You'll be buried with your watch, honey. I'll make sure of it. Okay. You'll be in a nice workout outfit. I'll put the watch on you.
Like that, the athleisure.
The heart rate's gonna say 0 for the first time ever.
Oh no. That's dark. All right.
Number 2. How's my accent?
Horrible.
Apparently I have ancestry in Transylvania, Matthew.
Oh yeah?
My grandma told me that.
I believe it.
I'm part vampire. Number 3. 4. Number 5. Number 6. Should I limbo under it?
Limbo under it. Let's see it.
No way. Not after all that training this weekend. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9.
Wow.
Oh, I love this view right here. Go to the edge there and show everybody. Well, my watch died. So, doesn't matter what pace I go now.
Might as well lock it in,
I'm
right?
just gonna chill. And this bar, I've never had this one. This is the lemon plus lemon. That's a weird name for a bar. Just lemon plus lemon. I thought that was a typo, and then I looked at the other bars and they say lemon plus lemon on them. I don't know. Isn't that a weird name?
That is strange.
It's very, very good though. 11. Let's count it. 1 or 2?
I don't know. It's 2 trees, but it's 1 spot.
I'm gonna count this as just 1 crossing, so 12. Number 13. Number 14.
Yeah, I don't think that one counts.
Close to counting. That thing looks like it's gonna topple over.
Actually, it should count.
Yeah. Number 15. This is a scary one. It could topple over on you at any moment. This is where they've had crazy windstorms and they have so much debris. Look at all these trees that fell. And this one over here that we just passed looks like it's about to topple down, so they need to definitely take care of that one. Number 18, number 19, number 20. Gonna have to do a lot of cleanup, Jim. Jim's the volunteer that's having us do this today.
We're volunteering for the volunteer.
Yeah.
Oh, does that count?
I think it does.
That counts.
So what's that, 20?
Yeah. 21.
22?
Yep.
22. I think that's it.
I think.
Here's a nice stretch of run. Ready? Woo! Smooth trail! Make it independent while you can, Mackie! Woo! Where are we?
I don't know, 23?
22 or 23? I don't know.
I think it's 23.
That's my lucky number, so. 54!
This is just crazy. How many trees have fallen down here? Jim said that it's been a few years, like 2-3 years since the last big windstorm. So there probably were a lot of trees that were kind of on the brink of falling anyway. Look at this. They've done a lot of work up here already. All right, we did it.
I feel like you always catch me eating in the back of the trunk after every excursion we go on.
That's what we do.
We're back. We made it. 13 miles later. Took us about 4 hours. I'm gonna point with my Go Macro bars to end this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like and subscribe because that helps our channel keep going. And if you are not already listening or watching the Longevity Lab, that's our podcast where we interview all types of awesome guests. And we have a chit chat every single week, Mackie and I. All right, see you guys soon.